What up? It's Grandpa coming at you with another video. Like, subscribe, and share. Comment. I just want to, before I kick this off, I want to thank my new subscribers, all the people that's dropping in, hit me with comments. I really appreciate it. You helping me build the channel. So, thanks again. So let's get into this. Alright, I'm going to talk about two subjects. This first one is going to be kind of quick because the game's going on right now. Lakers in Phoenix. And, man, uninspiring. I mean, the Lakers blowing them out. Durant had this issue on the bench, which has been an increasing thing with him and Budenholzer. He slapped his hand away a couple of games ago. And then he looked like he was trying to say something in the huddle. Like, KD, man, you got way too many years in the league to be acting like a first-year player. If Budenholzer wants you to run an offense, maybe that's something you need to do. It's not Golden State. Golden State was your perfect landing spot, and you got talked out of it. So, I mean, it is what it is, Holmes. Like, do you want to win something? Do you want to compete for something, or you just playing the game? So who knows? But gonna see how that game turned out. But it didn't look too good. The Magic in Cleveland was pretty good. Cleveland lost. Orlando's snapped that winning streak, which was nice to see. Good close game. KCP came through, put them on top for good. So, that's something good to talk about as far as the league games going on. All right, so I don't know. They didn't leave the guy's name. The guy, for whatever reason, the articles aren't saying this guy's name, but the fan that was outside the Dallas arena when Luka got traded, talking about this is the worst day in his life and all this other stuff, he went to City Hall. He went to City Hall in Dallas to complain about Luka Doncic getting traded. Now, I will say this about what he was presenting. He's on track. But the thing people got to realize, it is all about the money now. And as long as you can deal with that and understand that, then you'll be better off for it. But to sit up and waste hours of your day sitting up complaining about a sports organization and the moves that they made and really being into it. It's one thing to sit up and talk about it on YouTube, make videos, whatever. But to sit up and actually put some effort and time into complaining about the situation with Dallas is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Now, it might be devastating as far as seeing the player that you liked going away. I can get that. But at the same time, what's the word? You look over Luka Doncic's career, you spread it out. Now, this man he's 25, having all kind of lower body injuries. That never bodes well. Never. So I don't understand. I mean, I understand in a sense, but then in another sense, like Luka Doncic is better off being in LA for maybe him and the Dallas organization. I don't know what they're going to do for, all the moves that he said that they made, and I've seen, it does line up with the theories. But we just gonna have to see. But Dallas does not have a trash team. They done hit some hard times. Like, I was reading somewhere where they said that they might have to forfeit games because they don't have enough players. That is wild. And what's up with that training staff, Dallas? But my man, if you get to see this video, find you a real life hero, man, or something. I don't think you got. I don't think you have kids. I would hope not. And I'm not trying to attack you personally here, but it's not that serious. I've been watching this stuff for a long time. When I was a kid, I wasn't even that invested. When I was a kid, team lost. I remember when Chicago lost against Detroit, right? The year 1990, when Detroit beat them, and Chicago, they gave them a run for their money, but they couldn't beat them. I felt bad for that couple of minutes after the game because I was like, dang. But it didn't affect me none. My night wasn't ruined. My life wasn't impacted. So, I mean, like, we watch sports. We admire these players, I guess. I admire the competition. I admire accomplishments made. I like to see things built and progress. That's the way I look at it. But different people look at sports for different reasons. Part of the reason why sports is in the space that it is now is because, unfortunately, because of fans like that guy. They taking it too far. So, that's pretty much all I can say about that. Like, I could go into the whole, that's just another example of the type of fans that jump on these players like LeBron, Luka, all these players that's scoring all these points. Scoring points is one thing. You know how many people, if you look up and down the scoring leaders of the NBA, it's players you probably never ever heard of. Never ever heard of. And didn't win anything. It used to be like, if you was a player, if you was a scorer, you was a scorer. When you got to a team that had a winning culture, you had to change it up. A lot of people don't realize some of these players that get on these championship teams, the life they had before they get on these championship teams. Like the Celtic City documentary. Zach Sanders, when he came to the Celtics, he say, I averaged like over 20-something points. I'm a scorer, Red. Like, all the, that's all good and all, but if you want to get down with this team, you're gonna have to play defense, do other things. And I'm pretty sure I didn't watch the Celtics back in the 60s. I couldn't have. But I would imagine that Zach Sanders had some moments during those runs where he shined. And that's what it's all about. You giving yourself over to a greater greater good. Not greater good, but a greater purpose, a greater thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what life is about. You can be a solo act, but you're going to get more out of it if somebody's involved, if somebody's with you. It's like on Mahogany, when Diana Ross was making her way up the ladder of the modeling world, and her and Billy D got into it because he thought she was changing and stuff, and it was crazy stuff going on around. And she was telling them basically like, who are you and all this other stuff. He told her, you like, success is nothing unless you have somebody to share it with, and that's the truth in sports. It's only a couple of sports that's like single player type sports, tennis, bowling, those type of sports right there. You depending on yourself. Most of the sports you depend, and even in that, well, I don't know about the bowling thing. I don't think they have teams. I'm not sure if that's solo, but on some sports, even when you are single, you're going with the team. Like tennis, they have teams, the USA team or whatever, something like that. But that's just my thoughts on a couple of things as I head to work. This I think I might name this segment "Ride with Me." Take a ride with me or something like that, because you're sitting in the passenger seat, and that sun hitting her. But yeah, it's Grandpa signing off. Gonna holler back at you later. Peace.